I know when you go on that show, you go on a list.
Vlad.
Yeah.
We gonna start right here.
Let's go.
Is you the police?
For years, DJ Vlad has been known for getting some of the biggest interviews in hip-hop, but not without backlash.
This guy think he is.
Now, more than ever, artists are putting him on blast.
Yo, why you talking about somebody from my culture like that?
Calling out his BS.
Stop the cap, man.
And watching what they say during his interviews.
I'm accepting money from a paid informant at this point.
From rappers calling him the police.
You can't beat the feds. You can't beat the police.
To being labeled a disease in the culture.
How the fuck is a nigga named Vlad talking about a black man in here? What he got going on?
These are the most recent times guests have quit with all the games and checked DJ Vlad.
Your beard. I don't like his beard.
FYB J Mane. Chicago rapper FYB J Mane came on VladTV and didn't waste any time getting straight to the point.
Vlad.
Yeah.
We gonna start right here.
Let's go.
Is you the police? I speak for all of Chicago when I say it's VladTV, the police. And I speak for some of them in California too, low key. Hey, shout out to Cali on them. But put it like this, cause you been whooping. And some in New York too. Shout out to them in New York. Is VladTV the police? We right here, right now. Is you the police or not? Cause you got former law enforcement.
That's right, my security.
In the cut.
My security right here.
Let's just start there.
That's right. New York, I got, actual NYPD security. Active.
Active. So put it like this. Did you pay me for this interview? Put it like this. They just snatched dirt. It hit different. Now you paying me for interviews is crazy to me, Vlad.
Right.
Right from the jump, Jay asked, is you the fucking police? Bro was funny as hell.
Right. Let's just go ahead and arrest him, man. He's on
let's
to
just
us now
start
at this
up.
point. Let's just pull out the handcuffs. You know what I'm saying? There's no point even going on with the interview pretending. Let's just put him under arrest and charge him.
Where's the cuffs at, Vlad? You whooping me. Like, let's just start here. Like, break this shit down.
Oh, no, I'm not the police, man.
Okay,
I'm not the police.
Okay. I'm supposed to believe this shit?
Well, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Who has gotten arrested from something they did on VladTV?
But put it like this. The questions you asked, you got Tyrese not even want to be up here. It hit different. I should have did what Tyrese did to your ass on phone now. It hit different. I need $1 million.
You need $1 million?
I'm f***ed up, Vlad. It hit different. So I'm here. It hit different.
Right. You are here.
I'm accepting money from a paid informant at this point. You a paid informant, Vlad. It hit different.
I mean, I don't think I'm a paid informant. I've never been paid by the police to do anything.
Okay, so you're not in everybody else's boat.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not wearing a wire. Actually, I am wearing a wire, and so are you.
Okay, so
you're wearing a wire right now. There it is. I see it.
Y'all
We didn't hide it very well.
Y'all connecting these wires to me is crazy, Vlad.
When Vlad tried to ask basic questions about his Chicago roots, J Mane called him out saying,
"That's a police-ass question. Anything you asking me is police as hell."
That's a police question?
Let's just start there.
How's that a police question?
Cause on phone them, the feds is gonna use this interview and bring this shit up. Let's just start there,
Bring
Vlad.
up where you from?
What? Him? Because that's connected.
So you would go to prison based on where you're from.
That's how they doing us.
That's how they do
That's
it.
how they doing us on phone them. You can't say shit on VladTV. On phone them. How the f you think this interview finna go? It ain't different. Like, I don't know what to say when I'm here, bro.
Okay.
Like, let's just break this shit down. Yeah, I'm from Chicago. I will say that on phone them grade, but they might lock me up for this shit is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. So now that we know this is not police related,
yeah,
let's do the interview, Vlad.
Let's do the interview.
Let's do the interview, cause do your homework on me not knowing shit about Lil Durk. It hit different. I don't do your homework on what I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. So, we start again. So, where did you grow up? Was it 63rd?
Yeah, so look, let's just break this shit down. When I say yeah, so look, that don't mean, yeah, I grew up on 63rd. So, when you tell the J Mane story, bro, we gotta go back in time. Okay. For them grade. Do your homework. How you gotta, to understand who FYB J Mane or J Mane or the Whoop Man is, you have to go back to Man from the Calumet building. Let's just break this shit down.
Okay.
Do y'all homework on Man Badass. It hit different. Over Whooping. It hit different. Do your homework on Little Son, Tay Son. It hit different. So do your homework on me being a product of my environment, bro. It hit different.
Right, because your dad was a BD.
Put it like this. That's police as hell for you to say on this platform, Vlad.
Okay.
Let's just start there.
The interview was entertaining to watch. Jay treated it like a sort of battle of minds.
Let's break this shit down. Once you saying I was a real 60-30 and I was real connect, you supposed to be trying to help me get out the trenches. But what you doing? Taking bribes from Lil Bibby and shit. Let's just start there. It's different. Yeah, this my rich friend.
Taking bribes from Lil Bibby.
Do I gotta break this shit down?
I do not take bribes from Lil Bibby.
It's different.
Shout out to Bibby.
Shout out Bibby, man.
Slim Thug goes off. Slim Thug went on an explosive rant questioning DJ Vlad's nationality and right to profit from black culture.
How the fuck is a nigga named Vlad talking about a black man in here? What he got going on? Y'all just bop on anything. Y'all let a nigga named Vlad tell y'all something. White people reporting this news to y'all. All kind of weirdos telling you this. Stop the cap, man. This me though. This my news station. And if they keep playing me, I'm gonna start talking about they better leave me alone.
Slim questioned why black people keep going on Vlad's show when he's not even from the culture he's profiting off.
Vlad Escobar. What the fuck is Vlad? What is Vlad? Vlad Escobar. That's a real question. Vlad. What is that? What name is that? Where is that from? What nationality is that? Because I don't know how it's a Vlad telling black people news and we just going for this. Why he ain't telling whatever his race news is what I got a question for. How is we cool with this? German, it's German, so we got German dudes telling black people gossip all day, getting paid out black people gossip all day. We cool with this, black people, right? I think the shade room might be black. They cool, I guess, since they black, let them gossip on us. But is we letting a German get all this money out for us, a dude who ain't even black, tell us about all the black people gossip? Y'all cool with that or what? Why we don't never hear about his people? Why he don't never say nothing about Germans on his page? Or Russians or whatever the fuck he from. You know what I'm saying? I want to know.
He accused Vlad of cultural exploitation and said he's refused multiple offers to appear on VladTV. He made it clear that he feels people need to wake up and stop feeding into Vlad's platform.
You know what I'm saying? I want to know. And why is black folk going on Vlad? Tell me when Slim Thug went on there. I got several offers. I wasn't going on there goofy. Come on there. I look at it like what I'm telling you. And you know what I'm saying? And I'd have denied that shit 1,000 times, man. I'm standing on business.
Polo G. Polo G's legal troubles were growing with different charges, and he blamed Vlad's platform for contributing to his problems.
Come on, man, this Vlad, man. He trying to work it out.
So apparently Polo G told Vlad, yo, phone him grave. When I see you, you better have a stick on you, bro. Like, what? I'm like, no, that's what Vlad. I'm like, yo, no way.
Vlad had an issue with me making a tweet, responding to a tweet that somebody made about him being the police. And this before I ever seen the interview about him being the police. And I said some shit. And I was like, I agree, you know. And then we end up seeing each other in the bank. He chopped it up with me. I really left it alone. I ain't never say nothing about him since. And he's saying that I didn't never respond to him for an interview. And it was like he just fake got to going in, and I didn't really understand that.
Polo met up with academics and talked about the situation.
So DJ Vlad was like, yo, man, Polo G just cussed me out. He said he gonna do this to me. And I'm like, I'm in disbelief. Cause I'm like, yo, the whole time I'm like, yo, Polo G? Because also, again, you know, the demeanor, because a lot of people don't know you. And when I mean know you personally, how you act, like, I'm like, nah. I'm like, you must have did something else. You get? And he was like, no, I showed up on your show. I said that. I saw him in a bank. And he basically just went 0 to 100 with me. What happened there?
I really just wanted to contact him after I seen your interview with him, because I just feel like he was just doing a little too much. It wasn't nothing towards the bank situation. He keep on saying something towards the bank situation. That shit wasn't really nothing to me. Like, I don't really feel like he lied and, you know, or was trying to be like tough or no, like, I ain't no situation where I feel like it's showing me up on that side. Like,
oh, I thought that's what it was. I was like,
oh hell,
I was like, why would he care that he said he spoke to you like a man at the bank?
Hell no. It was just more so me feeling like he was saying certain shit, speaking on me, saying certain shit that I didn't agree with when he was talking to you. And like, it was like him saying shit like, I'm getting so big, I got so big, I felt like I was above reproach and money solved problems. Like, somebody characterizing you in a way that you not really, that's not how you are, and you on a public platform saying this about me, like, of course I'm gonna get mad. And I'm trying to holler at him. That shit just went left, though.
The Wells Fargo we all go to.
One of those banks.
just doxed everybody who goes there.
So we see each other and I'm like, yo, after you're done, can we go talk outside? He was like, sure. So Polo DM'd me. He said, yo, what's your number? And I'm like, here it is, same number as last time. But I'm like, yo, it's my birthday today. I can't talk to you. Know, he texted me. I said, I can't talk right now, but when I'm done later tonight, I'll call you. I called him. He didn't answer, and then he FaceTimed me. So I pick up.
Oh, you want to get on demon time. You know all the hood, that's their thing. They're like, yo, oh, I ain't going to say to you on the regular phone, it could be tapped. I'm going to say it on FaceTime because there's no trace.
And that started a 2-day back and forth text message back and forth. He was like, yo, you got to meet up with me.
Oh, shit.
I said, why the hell would I meet up with you? Yo, I don't roll security out here. Yo, you need to meet up. You had a chance to talk to me in person. You need to meet up with me. And I'm like, why the hell? I'm 51 years old. I'm going to meet up with you? Yeah. That's insane. You have a gun charge. Your brother has a murder charge. Your mom shot at your sister. If I showed up, I'd have to bring my gun with me, right?
The Hatfields in McCoy. The Hatfields in McCoy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why the hell would I meet up with you? That's insane. And it's like, oh, you a goofy and whatever else. And I'm like, I'm a goofy. Look what you're going through right now.
Polo's account of the situation was much different.
He gonna say he wasn't spooked, but I think he was like, the way he was describing it to me was like if y'all ran into each other at Calabasas at a goddamn branch, it might be a life or death situation. And I was just like, because you were like, yo, pull up on me. I want to see you face, but the way he read it in a white man voice, so it sounded like, yo, I'm finna kill you.
Vlad was shook, and Polo just brushed it off as just any ordinary argument.
No matter what a motherfucker say, like people can see how I'm coming in. Just like how we create a reputation for ourselves, the media do too.
Dame Dash continues the beef.
Let's go back to Vlad real quick. The initial problem that Vlad really had, this is how we got into a problem. When Jay, whatever that thing happened with Jay in the elevator, he literally called me to do an interview about that situation.
Talking about the Beyonce sister and all that.
Yeah. And I'm like, Vlad, I'm not doing an interview about Jay. Like, you're gonna call me and ask me to do an interview about that, man? Like, what do you think I am? That's corny. And then I did an interview with the hip hop motivator, Kenyatta. And in the middle of us talking about a lot of stuff, he asked about it. So I answered.
Felt like he handled it right. I mean, I wouldn't handle it like that, but I just thought it was funny because, Jay is the kind of guy that, you don't see him moving like that much.
And went viral. Vlad hits me on a Sunday like, yo, how you gonna go on your platform and talk about that? And I asked you, I'm like, bro, I don't wanna hear that shit, man. I'm with my kids on a Sunday. I'll see you when I see you.
Dame Dash doubled down on his long-running feud with Vlad, calling him dangerous and accusing him of trying to drag our culture into trouble.
I don't like Vlad because I think Vlad is dangerous.
When I see him doing these interviews and he's slurring his words, I feel sorry.
Why do you feel sorry?
Because at 50-something years old, you should be a little more lucid. You shouldn't be slurring when you're talking in a normal conversation.
Dame's a rock star, man. What do you expect?
Dame accused Vlad of making money off the dysfunction of black culture while pretending to support hip-hop.
It's a quintessential example of someone from another culture trying to paint a hero to as a bad guy to our culture. Right. That's like normal shit. So now that he's doing it and we know it, then we know, just like you said, you should ask that man. Yeah. Be like, yo, why are you talking about somebody from my culture like that? Correct. You should talk to him about that. But my opinion on it don't matter. It don't. But I didn't even hear, I hear like he says shit here and there all the time, but he's not on my timeline. Yeah. That's not the vibration I'm on. That talk about white people that talk about white people that talk about white people, all of that shit. I think that's corny. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I only talk about me or people I have like an experience with. I'm not in that industry of that. And I'm not knocking anybody else, but it's just not me. You can't beat the feds. You can't beat the police, right? Period. And when people that I know are asking, like, bottom line, if somebody asks me a certain question, I'm gonna think they trying to get me jammed up, period. Right. Why would you ask that question in front of a camera unless you're trying to get somebody jammed up? Especially when you know someone's not used to being in front of camera. They're not used to being high off dopamine and people there, and they get loose.
So we all know his intention. He keeps my name in his mouth, pause.
Yeah, the other day.
But again, I don't want the feds on me. You know, I know when you go on that show, the feds, you go on a list and they start investigating. It makes sense.
His continued criticism shows how some people in hip-hop will never forgive or forget Vlad's problematic behavior.
When he's talking about me, and if some of my friends end up on there, I'd be like, yo, why was you on there? Now you on the list. You know, they don't know no better. Again, the dopamine makes you high and you start doing reckless shit. It's like
that's a fact.
talking with a girl. You know, you feel good and then you start saying shit you shouldn't and you forget you in front of a camera. And that's what happens.
Yeah, I get
just
it.
like talking on the phone, you know? So if you are doing something illegal or you got friends that are doing something illegal, you do not want to be hot. Period.
Facts.
You don't want nobody to know what you're doing if you're doing something illegal. Mm-hmm. And, you know, shit is hot right now. So everything's weird to me. I try to leave everything alone.
Tony Yayo.
I don't know who the Vlad think he is sometimes. Because a lot of people like me on your show, but I get a lot of, you know, it should kill you and Vlad. Like, I get a lot of shit with you, man. You gotta understand, like, you gotta chill out, Vlad. And I love doing your platform.
Man, listen, you were way crazier than me in your heyday.
No, but
I'm like 1% of Tony Yayo crazy.
But you're arguing with the greats now. You're arguing with the GOATs, the legends.
Okay.
Come on, Vlad.
Tony Yayo had to step in and check Vlad for all the backlash that comes from doing VladTV interviews.
Well, just to finish off the Marlon Wayans, you know, topic. Ultimately, listen, you brought it up. You were on the phone with me.
I just saw about human harmony. See this? Why we keep talking about that?
We already talked about the harmony. The
I
human harmony. You want to keep talking about that?
Yes.
We spent half an hour on this.
That was that was crazy, Vlad. No, Vlad.
Look.
You can't do that, Vlad. You can't do that.
Look.
Vlad,
at the end of the day, it was like this, right? I respect this dude a lot. And when we reached out to him and they hit us back and they said 40,000 plus 30% of all the revenue that's ever made for a 1 hour interview, I just hit him and I said, bro, I'd rather, you just say you don't fuck with me than do a crazy number like this. And that was it.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it. I don't want to talk about Marlon Wayans.
But
He's a legend.
ultimately, it was a private conversation. I didn't have to bring it public.
Yeah, you bugged out
so I
with that.
apologize for bringing that.
Yes.
He roasted me on Twitter, and some of the shit was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, your
what I mean?
beard was
It's
a
all
crack
good.
up. You can't.
It's all good.
Listen, you can't beef with a comedian.
No, I can
you
beef
might
with a
have
comedian.
better chance with a
I
rapper.
can beef.
All right, keep going.
My tweet actually got the most response out of anything. It's over like 2 million impressions.
So your beard didn't get the that
Nah.
Right,
because here you go. Because
that was the funniest part about it, motherfucker.
Listen, when we start going back and forth, jokes on you.
Yo, no disrespect to the Wayans brothers and the Wayans company.
Yeah.
I have nothing to do with the Vlad says sometimes. Just like 50 says about me, he has nothing to do. I have nothing to do with that shit. I love In Living Color. I love the Wayans brothers. Yeah. I love everything you guys did.
I love all those too, man.
I don't know who.
Yayo told Vlad he doesn't have the right to diss Marlon Wayans and reminded him of the Wayans brothers' contributions to culture.
Up on their TV. Yeah. Do you realize what In Living Color did for the culture?
Did a lot. I love the show.
Who was on there? Name who was on there. So talk about that, motherfucker.
Tupac?
No. Let's go back. Who was on the show all the time?
Oh, Jim Carrey.
That's number one.
Jamie Foxx.
So hold on. Okay. So talk about
Tommy
that.
Davidson.
Talk about that. Let's Jim Carrey. Bring it back. Mm-hmm. One of the biggest artists in the world was on there.
J-Lo was on there.
Okay, keep
She was
going.
a backup dancer.
Who keep going?
I mean, of course, the Wayne, Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Okay, let's go. Keep going.
What's the name of the?
Got the audacity to talk about them, right, Leak?
Hold on.
Fuck this guy think he is.
Hold on.
Talking
Hold
about
on.
the Marlins. Look how many they blew up Jim Carrey and all
Damon
that.
Wayans, of course, David Al Greer. And then the guest stars were epic. In fact, here's an interesting little tidbit. I remember.
Yeah. So while you saying that, you know how I look at you? I'm like, Vlad, you don't really got the right to talk to him. I'm just keeping it real. You the man. Don't get me wrong, but like I wouldn't even disrespect him. Like when legends disrespect me, I might say something back, but I always forgive. Like, yo, my bad. I shouldn't have said that.
Well, I'm saying my bad. Am I saying my bad right now? Am I saying my bad, Marlon? I went overboard with it.
Yeah, you went overboard because you now. But look at the people talk about the things they did for the culture. Talk about who they blew up. J-Lo, Jim Carrey. Go ahead. The list goes on.
Right.
Jamie Foxx.
Right.
All these guys are fucking.
But that's Keenan Ivory Wayans put that together. Marlon was a kid and he
it
had
doesn't matters
he
to
had a
Wayne's
little
brothers.
role.
See, you're knocking the legacy.
Okay.
That's what you call hating.
Well, I can't. So because someone is a sibling to someone else, I can't talk about that person.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying sometimes you take it too far.
Tony made it clear that Vlad needs to show more respect to cultural legends.
Vlad and y'all, I don't like I said, Vlad, Nori, Flex, Hulu, Complex. I'm cool.
That's cool.
Because I'm getting millions with 50 already. Look. Hold
if this
on.
is your last interview,
Look.
I appreciate all the interviews you've done.
See, he's getting scared now. Look, he's getting scared.
I'm not getting scared.
Look, he's getting scared. He said, this is your last interview.
Your last interview?
Look.
Because, the price has gotten too high. I appreciate all the time you've done.
Yeah.
We still gonna be friends. We still talk. And I wish you all the best.
The price is getting high. I mean, shout to Dave Chappelle and 50.
I've always been supportive of everything you've done.
Like
man.
that Marlon Wayans number, that 40 pack, that shit was sounding good.
Plus 30%.
You know what I mean? That 40 pack was sounding good, Marlon Wayans. You get mad at the man. That's a good number.
Yeah.
Marlon Wayans schools Vlad. During an interview with Aries Spears, Vlad revealed that Marlon Wayans wanted $40,000 and 30% revenue for a VladTV appearance.
Do you know how much they asked for a Marlon Wayans interview?
I can't wait to hear it.
$40,000 plus 30% of all future revenue.
So if you did pay Marlon $40,000 in your mind,
plus 30%.
In your mind, in your gut, is that juice worth the squeeze?
Absolutely not.
Now we could be wrong.
Absolutely
he could give you the interview of the millennium.
When you and Vlad went through what y'all went through.
How you gonna tell my business to another black man that I make fun of things? Him and his beard. He disrespected me. Bro, we don't have to just, like, you're saying we with that price. And I'm gonna be unforgiving when it comes to it. Talking shit about people. That's what the fuck I do. What the fuck are you telling my business on your platform? That's when it got tricky. Now you trying to make me and Aries, go to war. You wait. I said, bro, we ain't gotta do this. The price. How dare you? Now you trying to make us crabs in a barrel. You're saying f*** to me. I had no. You should see the text. How many times I was like, bro, we ain't gotta do this. Well, I'll give you 5,000. Bro, just leave it alone. We good, bro. You're trying to diminish my value. You're trying to diminish my worth. That made me go, that's why I'm not with your platform. I don't like his beard. Him and his beard. It's ugly. It's red. It looks like Gossamer from the Looney Tunes. It looks like Trump's wig on her face. And I was just like, bro, the price is the price. Let it go. To this day, I still haven't said f*** you to him. You're trying to diminish my prolific career. Me and you ain't in the same f***ing league, bro. Now I'm gonna show you. Success is a man's best revenge. Now I'm gonna show you 35-year creating your own material. You don't have $1 billion of box office behind you. You don't have your own shows, your own series. I'm gonna go do some legendary shit. And I went and I did Shady. Boom, first day. He's like, you can't get more than 300,000 views. I got more views on The Breakfast Club. I'm gonna show you 2 million views. And I'm just like, enough said, drop mic. And besides that, your beard.
Well, I was just trying to ask you a question about motivation, Marlon.
When Vlad escalated the situation on X, the two continued to throw jabs in the form of tweets. For a while, the internet went crazy for the beef, and they both went viral for the situation. After a monstrous amount of tweets back and forth, DJ Vlad eventually apologized to Marlon.
Look, was I unprofessional? Yes, of course I was. Did I overdo it? Yeah, I
You could
did,
have said
man.
the same thing and not said the name. But I think people would be like, yo, who the f*** asked for that, right?
Yeah, man, listen, I jumped out the window, and whatever comes my way, I'm cool with it. But look, at the end of the day, Marlon, look, I respect you. You know what I'm saying? And I want everyone to hear this. I actually respect you, and I'm actually a fan. And I would have hoped that you would respect me as well. And that's what it comes down to. And I think my feelings were hurt a little bit. And I think I probably overdid it by asking a whole bunch of people and so forth. But listen, I didn't put words in anyone's mouth. If anyone thought that I was wrong, they could have said it and I would have ran it.
Young Bleu, reading the room. So this one has a little history. Bleu blames Vlad for his failed relationship with Boozy. And later he supposedly tried to scam Vlad out of some money, which was discussed during an interview.
Look, I mean, last time we talked about the whole Young Bleu situation, how he asked me for $50,000 for your lawyers, which you said just isn't true whatsoever. So me and Bleu are not in the best space right now. I was actually expecting Bleu to hit me, which he hasn't because he's got my number, obviously. But What are you gonna say? That I'm lying? I got the text messages. It's coming from your phone.
You showed me, man.
I showed you the text message. I could post them publicly.
You showed me, man. Like, I just want to ask about, man.
So that whole camp, I just don't know what the hell they're doing right now. It doesn't make any damn sense. To hit me up for $50,000 on behalf of someone that never asked for $50,000 is crazy to me.
They also talked about him having low album sales. Young Bleu decided to respond through his music.
It's way more money than I can get in my lifetime. Can't believe I gave you a lifeline. It's way more money that's being accumulated. You underachieving, over opinionated, bitch ass, Instagram rich ass. I don't do this shit for reals. I do this shit for real. I'm busting down deals with in suits, sheiks and Jews in foreign land eating cheese and juice. It's way more money we could have got in the past. These ain't talking to me, they talking to Vlad. Before you do another sit down, show them your badge. I ain't sitting down with feds for interviews, but I let the air you like inner tools. I probably cut a piece out, make it an interlude, and sing to you. See who get the most views. If you ain't with me, I ain't with you.
Bleu released Reading the Room with direct shots at Vlad and Boosie. He made his feelings about Vlad crystal clear through his music, calling him out as law enforcement and warning other artists. The track showed how artists are now using their own platforms to expose what they really think about Vlad's operation. Math Hoffa. Math Hoffa and DJ Vlad got into a heated argument over Taxstone. Hoffa took a passionate stance on how he felt Taxstone was moving before he got locked up for killing Banga during the shooting at Irving Plaza.
Charlemagne, Adam, Nori, Gilly, all these dudes have said things about people that have rubbed them the wrong way. They've responded publicly. Sometimes things get resolved. Sometimes things are not.
Cool.
Am I right?
Not consistently for 2 years.
Not true. I've talked about certain people for multiple years, and they've talked shit about me.
Yeah, but they
me and Joe Budden have been going. Wait, hold on.
What happens when they're not responding to you and you're still doing it?
Actually, Taxstone and Troy were going back and forth. Troy was responding to Taxstone.
I wasn't saying shit, and he still came up here.
Okay, that's you. Me and Joe have been talking shit about each other for 15 years.
Okay, cool. Y'all, but
You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
think that you and Joe, I don't think Joe is ever gonna be like, yo, I want someone to smoke.
Joe was on, listen to me. Joe was on Everyday
Joe ain't
Struggle.
smoking shit.
Joe, listen to me. No.
Joe is not going down that road.
No,
We shouldn't be talking about Joe.
Joe Budden was on Everyday Struggle saying, when I see Vlad, I'm going to fuck him up. And I got lawyer money put aside.
No offense, Vlad.
You see what I'm saying?
No offense, Vlad.
And let me tell you.
You or Joe y'all not from Brooklyn. Y'all not from Brooklyn. Y'all not from the shit that goes on in Brooklyn. Y'all not from that. I know good enough, this ain't smart. Talking about people that's from where you from. It's not smart. You ever heard the term, don't shit in your own backyard? But then you got a mutt running around just shitting all over your backyard? What you think is gonna happen?
They weren't even in Brooklyn. They were in Manhattan.
Either.
You know what I'm saying? They were in Manhattan.
Hoffa and Vlad got into one of their most intense arguments ever when discussing the Taxstone and Troy Ave situation. When Vlad kept pushing his narrative about Troy being the aggressor, Math wasn't having it and shut Vlad up quick.
Banger's family furious at Troy Ave's role in Banger's demise.
To be honest, you don't know. You don't know if they may be furious at Banger for even being there, because he was supposed to be at an all-white party.
I've heard his brother talk.
He was supposed to be at an all-white party.
I've heard his brother talk about Troy Ave. Does Banger's brother say nice things about Troy Ave?
Yeah, but that don't got nothing
to do. That's one of the
with
closest
your
people
man
to it.
taking a life after running his mouth. Don't have nothing to do with that. You should have shut the f*** up.
After he was attacked.
He should have shut the f*** up for dissing whoever he was dissing. Bruh, you got the Meek Mill interview. You popping, you around Rock Nation, you getting artist signed. He should have shut the f*** up.
Okay, do you know that he was dissing Meek Mill more than anyone else?
Cool.
Right?
Cool.
And they worked it out.
Cool.
It's just
by
talk.
the miracle of
It's just
whatever.
talk. And it's not like Meek
It
doesn't
wasn't
come.
just talk, because he showed up with the gun. It wasn't just talk.
That night.
And that was the only night that he needed to do it.
And that was the mistake.
There it is.
And that was the mistake.
And that mistake cost him what?
35 years. And,
How many years?
And someone lost
How
their
many
life.
years?
And
How many
Troy.
years?
Troy's going to jail also, right?
How many years?
Troy's going to jail also, right?
For how long?
Who? Troy?
For how long? How long is Troy? What, a
I'm
year?
not sure, a year or something like that.
A
Yeah.
year.
Right.
Year 35.
Right.
Who loses in this situation?
Who cooperated?
Who loses?
Who cooperated?
Your man cooperated too. Who loses though?
Tax don't cooperated?
Your man was writing letters to the judge. Who?
Okay.
Before Troy even laid a statement down,
Right.
your man was writing letters to the judge.
Okay.
So stop. Take that off the table. Take it right off the table.
Right.
The same gangster who did what he did was writing letters to the judge. It wasn't me. It was him. It was him.
Godfrey and Lord Jamar. Godfrey and Lord Jamar did a detailed breakdown of why they both stopped doing VladTV interviews.
Let's explain these people why we both left Vlad TV. Listen, we've never done that. We've never done that.
Okay.
We've never done
Vulture.
No, that's
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
because people go, Vlad, what happened with Vlad? What happened to Vlad? Ah! And we can explain.
All right, well,
our
see, some
situation with
people,
Vlad.
you know, I mean, I feel like for me, it was, if you really boil it down, is because he was not a good friend.
Right. Right.
See, everybody wants to talk about the Farrakhan shit, right? They act like, oh, Farrakhan, he lied.
That was
on
just part of it. That was just
That
part
was
of it.
Part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, but really, he tried to pose himself to me and to Godfrey as friends.
Right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And it was one way.
And it was a one-way relationship. Like this would love to brag about the shit that he got and all of that.
Yeah, he did that
But
a
he's
lot.
not really
You're still a
trying to
cornball.
give you any opportunity.
You're still a cornball.
And it's these
Other than
it's
he
black
thinks-
girls giving him
he
that
thinks
confidence
his
too.
opportunity. Oh, well, that's a whole other.
Yeah.
But he thinks his opportunity is just allowing you to be on his show.
Right.
He thinks that's some great
Like
shit
you
for
never
you.
did
And he'll go like this.
before in your life.
He'll go like this.
They clowned Vlad by mocking his voice, mimicking his mannerisms, and roasting the YouTuber on the spot.
Hey,
Wait, hold on. Ready? Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm
yeah.
glad.
So what's up, V-Lad?
So let's talk about I mean, you were in hip hop. You were in hip hop, right?
Yeah,
You were in
yeah.
You were in hip hop for a long time. Brand Nubians. I mean, you were killing it. So what do you think about today's rappers? Because let me tell you something. I DJ'd for a long time. I DJ'd for a really long time. Really long time, and you know,
we never heard you.
But I did like
all right,
mixtapes for a long time.
All right,
and I
never
made
bought
lots.
one.
And listen, I made a lot of money. I made lots of money. I made lots of money.
Okay.
And now I'm doing my show, which has 5 million subscribers, and that's the reason why you're on here, because you're trying to get some attention. Anyway,
Right.
So what do you think about the state of hip hop? Because I think that there are some artists that are way better than new artists.
Lord Jamar explained how the Minister Farrakhan situation was the final straw that made them both cut ties with VladTV after receiving backlash from Vlad's actions.
He's not. As soon as a black dude says something about, his folks, all of a sudden he turns into, you black dude, don't talk shit about me, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, he needs to apologize. All of a sudden this superiority thing comes in. Nick did, and then you can't do that for us. And whether you like Farrakhan or not, whether you like Al Sharpton, whatever, those are people that represent us. They're not perfect, we get it. And nobody perfect on your side.
Farrakhan is still revered
Big time.
in the black community.
Big time.
Yes.
And I don't give a
Big
fuck
time.
what your personal feelings are. You're not going to disrespect the man amongst black people. If you don't apologize, bro, really now I said something to the effect of, now it's past the point of even asking anymore.
Yeah, right.
I said, bro, you need to apologize.
Period.
If you don't apologize, we not with you no more.
And he still stood
And
on
he
10
said,
toes.
He said, well, I'm not going to be
Bullied.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to be bullied into.
Yeah, oh, he did that. There's black aggression.
Bullied into apologizing.
See, the black aggression wasn't working for him, because he
right.
usually have aggression when brothers are telling on each other. He
loves that.
He likes that when we're being foolish, but
The haircut?
no, I haven't seen any of it. I haven't seen none of it.
I just see it.
I think we have the same barber too.
And his new cut, the way his hair looks right now,
it's
with
angering
that
you.
beard. It's just, it is angering me a little bit.
And the people were like, "You got beef with Black?" I never had beef with him, man. We just didn't agree on his what he would believe.
Why wouldn't you have beef with him? He disrespected
no,
the
he
culture.
did. No,
he
fine.
disrespected.
But I'm not going around saying crazy shit about him.
No, I get it. But you're a culture vulture.
Their explanation gives insight into how Vlad operates behind the scenes and why people eventually get fed up with him. Godfrey went further in a recent video, saying that he's a liar and is purposely trying to put black people against each other.
And you're lying to people, saying I didn't beg. And then he said, which was another lie, that I was feeding him meals like I'm some United Way mother. Like, what are you talking? I went to your house one time. What are you talking? We've smoked cigars. I introduced you to Jeremy Piven. You came to my shows at the Laugh Factory and all this other shit. And you said you fed me? I've never begged anybody for food. My parents provided us with food all the time. I've never starved. What the are you talking about? You're lying, and you're lying to black people, black men, so that you can pit us against each other. You black women, then you pit us against each other. I don't like like you. It's bullshit and you're lying. My thing is stand on truth. Now, if he said, I'd be like, if it was true, I'd be like, yeah, he did feed me though. I didn't have no money and shit. Never that. I was doing your shit for free.
Yeah.
You must be paying people now because I was doing your shit for free because I was looking at the bigger picture.
But he likes to frame it like he discovered you, he made you.
You didn't make me.
It's like, but you had a whole career before you even did a show.
Your platform helped me out too, and I helped out your platform. Everybody that comes on your shit is helping out your platform.
Yep.
You don't have a platform
Right.
without the people.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
It's definitely one hand wash the others.
However, in a shocking twist of fate, Lord Jamar has actually returned to the VladTV platform.
He said Godfrey is going to go back to Vlad.
Godfrey is going to be a good boy for Vlad. Yeah, he is. I know he is.
He's definitely going back to Vlad. And he is right there, sitting there, taking photos with Vlad. Damn near have the same shorts on.
Lord Jamar. It's been 5 years.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I feel sorry
Yeah, he
for him
probably
though,
got a
because
bag.
there was
Yeah,
no
you gotta
bag.
sell something.
But the hell no.
Like a soul.
Yeah, you gotta sell. Yeah.
Like, how much does a soul cost?
Somehow Vlad talked Lord Jamar into returning. With the tension boiling, you can bet the clashes are about to be hilarious. And best believe we'll have it all covered right here. Tyrese exposes Vlad. Tyrese went completely off about DJ Vlad for disrespecting black leaders and celebrated heroes.
They say controversy sells, right? They saying like, yo, man, why would you go up and go in on Vlad? All you doing is sending him more followers and giving him more attention. I disagree with that. This is different. I want y'all to understand that this goo right here, this goofy ass dude disrespected the honorable Elijah Muhammad. This man disrespected on multiple occasions, disrespected the honorable Elijah Muhammad. And y'all gonna keep going on his show? This dude right here disrespected the honorable Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He says, he's laughing. I'm almost sure Dr. King did not get assassinated on a balcony to help him with child support payments. You clown ball. Clown.
Tyrese lost it on Vlad. He exposed the platform and its hidden agendas. He let the world know that Vlad is leeching off of black culture.
Do you understand that we as black culture are coming onto your show and you sitting off camera trying to bait us into talking shit about each other and going at each other? You trying to bait us. All the people that went to jail after they came on your show. Because the feds, you work for the feds. You set up to do interviews off camera, and everything that they're going into with details about their court case, about a shootout around RICO acts, or anything that's going on. Everybody that come on your show, they go to jail.
Tyrese made a public announcement to boycott the show.
So guess what? If you rappers and you singers and you actors decide to look the other way for somebody who continues to disrespect us as black culture, going on the show and go on to get your money. He offered me 10,000. He's making, they all in my comment. They said the dude's net worth is 5 million. How the did you get 5 million? You got 5 million off of black culture while putting us in jail, while laughing at us when we go to court and we deal with the judge beating our heads in and throwing us in jail. Yeah, culture vulture. You with a real one this time, didn't you, bruh? I don't need nothing from you, bro. You can't ever do anything to ever make a difference in my career. You and your whole platform. I said it, and every rapper and singer out there, stand with your brother.
Tyrese didn't hold anything back. He checked Vlad hard, and after this, could probably take top spot for people who hate the journalist.
Like I said, don't ever with Vlad, ever. It's a wrap. You've used us as black culture long enough. It's over. And if you gonna take your goofy ass on this show and do an interview, get your money. Get your money. He offered me 10,000. Get your money. Don't let him keep making money off black culture. Get money off his motherfucking ass. His name is Vlad. Look him up. Yeah.
These recent moments show that more artists are speaking out about his tactics, calling him out publicly, and refusing to play his game. From direct police accusations to culture vulture call-outs, people aren't staying quiet about Vlad's problematic behavior anymore. So who checked Vlad the best? Let us know in the comments. Make sure to check out these other videos popping up. Help us out by liking, sharing, and commenting. Subscribe to the channel for more hip-hop moments that'll leave you speechless. Thanks for hanging out with us, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.